What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Facebook. What's up with y'all guys tonight, man? We back on the learning tip today as far as talking to Tommy. I want to start the broadcast off right. We're coming in and talking about some of the things that we're doing. I got my half hood, half holy shirt on today. It says that means pray. That means pray with me, don't play with me. Half hood, half holy, y'all. So what's going on with y'all today, man? What's up with the crew here? Being able to put the chat overlay on. What's up with everybody, man? I am glad to be able to come on tonight. Hopefully, you guys are hearing me. I'm seeing the mic and stuff talking, so that means that you probably can't hear me. I am smoking a KJG. It is a Selection, Domain Selection, excuse me. Domain Selection. I'm out here, y'all, on Backport. Good evening, Miss Jones. You better call Miss Jones. Good to see y'all tonight. So I am going to come back up, and I'm going to start from the bottom of the list because we went over four the other day. I'm going to pull this back up because I said I was going to do this every time I came on. So let's go and let's do this. Talk about this. Y'all asses going to learn today. And I'm going to share with y'all what I'm trying to do. So Elijah McCoy. McCoy is known for inventing the self-lubricating device for steam engines, which greatly improved efficiency and reduced the need for frequent maintenance. The phrase "the real McCoy" is said to have originated from the high quality of his inventions. So we're going to talk about Granville T. Woods next, who was an inventor who focused on improving electrical and mechanical systems. He held over 60 patents, y'all, including innovations related to railway and telegraph communications. And then Marie Van Britten Brown. Brown, along with her husband, invented the home security system in 1966, which laid the foundation for modern security systems, including the concept of remote monitoring and communications with law enforcement. See, these are the type of things that we don't know anything about. So, Otis Boykin, excuse me, was an engineer who invented various electronic devices, including a control unit for the pacemaker and a variable resistor used in radios and televisions. So those are the people that were going on: Elijah McCoy, Granville T. Woods, Marie Van Britten, Otis Boykin. Elijah McCoy, lubricating device for steam engines. Also, hey, the phrase "from the real McCoy" said to have originated from the high quality of his inventions. Granville T. Woods was an inventor who focused on electrical and mechanical systems, had over 60 patents related to railway and telegraph communications. Marie Van Britten invented the home security system in 1966, which is known today the home monitoring system that we have, Ring, and everybody's improving upon it. And Otis Boykins invented various electronic devices, including a control unit for the pacemaker and a variable resistor in radios and television. So coming back to you guys and putting this stuff out here for you to be able to see is very, 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 very important. So that now that we got that part out of the way, the educational part of it, hey, we are talking about stuff. So the other day I was talking about uh, what it's like for your history to be erased. Things that you think, how you think, all those things that you plan on. When you see your history being erased, or you don't know about your history, how is it that you can sit and watch it be done? Well, we are sitting and watching it be done. We're not saying anything like, to me, this is the equivalent of, honestly, um, police brutality. That's the equivalent to me. That it's the equivalent to police or American brutality, because they are really trying to wipe away our history and take our history out of school, and don't want it to be taught in a way that it happened. So, in other words, if you want to learn our history, you're gonna learn it the way we want you to learn it, and you're gonna take out of it what we want you to take out of it. I.e., slavery was a tool for black people to learn a trade that they could use later on in life. How in the hell does that make sense? How do we as a people allow that to stand when we have so much buying power in America? When our money spends just as good as any economic quantity that is in the United States of America. I mean, so when you think about it, we stand in lines for tennis shoe releases, PlayStation game releases. When are we going to start standing in line for our cultural and educational releases for our children? For to know that they are proud people, of people who are dignified, economically sound, and have survived decades of mistreatment and being overlooked. But here's the amazing thing about that when I say that is that you have seen black Americans thrive because they are resilient. Very resilient. There's no ands, if, buts, maybes, or whatchamacallits about that. We have thrived because we are resilient. Think about all the things that you have seen or that you can do or that you can set up in a manner that allows you to be proud of. The Cosby Show just wasn't a show. There were people out here living like the Cosby. There's people still out here living like the Cosby. But we really don't highlight that. One of the most crazy things that ever happened to me was everybody talks about the motherland, going to Africa, all those things like that. I've been to Africa. And it's not everybody, y'all. But it did make me feel some kind of way when this happened to me when I was in Africa. So I had a young man, I was in the military. Um, I had landed on the shores of Africa, pride just bustling all in my chest. You know what I'm saying? I was a lot younger. Had the old kid and play flat top. Now I'm sporting a super fade. So I don't have that fade anymore. But anyway, when I landed in Africa and I got there and I was like, "Hey, brother, how you doing?" That man looked at me and told me, "Hey, you not my brother." Messed me up. He said, "You're not my brother." He said, "You're a Kunta Kinte." I was like, "Damn." And I wondered how somebody of a melanated skin color could come at me like that or talk to me in that manner. Kind of threw me for a loop. It just shocked the dickens out of me to hear that to hear that come out of his mouth. So basically, what he was saying is, "Hey, guess what? You gonna learn today." So He went ahead and broke that down to me. I had an issue with what he said, right? Uh, I really had an issue with what he said. So I asked him, bro, and as I said, he said, I'm not your brother, but go ahead. And I said, where do you come off like that talking to another melanated? I didn't put it like that. I said some other choice words, but I'm not going to say that on this live. How you get off talking to me like that? I was excited about coming here. He told me all we see on the news is the negative stuff about black people. There's not a lot of positive stuff that come across the news. And when he thought about that, this is somebody in another country watching news outlets around the world, around America, doing all of those things and coming into effect. And it's not being portrayed the quality of lives that we are living in the United States of America. You know what I mean? It's just not. Even when you think about it now, when you look at commercials, hey, now they got black and whites all up in commercials. It's not even kosher to have two black people in a commercial no more because it's got to be it's got to be made to feel inclusive. That you got to be made to feel like it's it's improper for us to be in something by ourselves, and that's crazy to me. That's a crazy thought pattern because again, why don't we shed light on the fact that we have so many African American or black people doing great things in the United States, but it's not being highlighted? How can we not highlight these type of things? We got brothers open up whole school. LeBron James, do you got to be a rapper or a basketball player for your story to be told? Do you? Apparently so. Apparently so. You got to be a rapper or basketball player for your story to be told. I can't stand on that anymore. I'm just not going to live by that. I got a person tonight that I want to highlight. I don't have his picture on. I should have downloaded his picture. But he's my opportunity child, Philip Mims, man. He's raised a family. He's done many things, sings, just a businessman, just doing it all. And has a perfectly good life. Has been a great father to his children who are following in his footsteps, moving up the military ranks. Just been an excellent man. Every time I come on here, or every time I do something, this man has supported me in my life and poured into me and given to me. And we have so many Mr. Mims out here that allow us the opportunity to do the things that I'm doing right now. Just loving on my people. I love my people. I love everything about us. I love our swagger. I like the way we talk. I love our ignorance sometimes because it's good. It feels good. It feels good. You know, and people set up all the time and be like, you know, I love my people, man. You can't make me love a set of people more. And I'm guilty of just as anybody else because you know what, I jumped in fences at one point in time too. So I'm taking my lumps, give them to me. Give them to me. But what I want to say to you is, what does it take? If you're out there and you're listening to my voice, chime in on the chat section of the of the chat and tell me your opinion. How do you feel about our culture and where we're setting at, and we are how we as a people can highlight our attributes and the things and contributions that we are currently making in today's society to become better at what we do. How can we do that? Come on, talk to me. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what your thought patterns are. How does it roll out? If you ain't got no thought patterns, I'm gonna keep going because again, you know, when you go into this live situation, I'm on here tonight, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Could be a church night for some people. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you that you got to have the ability to be able to speak up and say, "Hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm getting along. This is it." How do you how do you promote promote what we're doing? How do you promote it? Where do you put it at? How do we highlight the people that are around doing what it is that they do? How do you come out and say, "Hey, this is it. This is how we get them down. This is what we do." Man, our swagger is for real. Our intellect is for real. Our socio-economic attributes are for real. We make a real difference in this world. Our behind power is for real. We have galas. We have white parties. We have so many social events that you don't get to see. Well, we are just really partaking of one another. And do we have to continue to create shows that show uh, housewives of Detroit, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Los Angeles? Do we have to continue to do that? You know, can you get on the back porch? Can people come into your home and see the way that you're living, the way that your family survives? What is it that you do? I'm sitting on my back porch now. You know what I'm saying? Cameras everywhere, doing out, talking live, sharing a little bit of knowledge with you guys. So, what I'm asking, Nakia, is how do we promote what we do in a better manner than what we have? What would you can show how far we have come in in society because it's not highlighted well how we do that. So how do we do that? How do we do it as a culture and as a people? How do we highlight better what we are doing? So you say start an organization or work with some that are near something that is near and dear to your heart. Create a platform that highlights Black excellence. That's what I'm talking about. So that's the type of stuff that we really got to do. Candace said, let me see. Candace said, I think I showed it. Create a platform that highlights Black excellence. Excellent question. So Nakia also said to start an organization or work with some that are near and dear to your heart. So as you start these organizations, but I guess I'm trying to say is when we're out here and we're TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook and how do we promote these things? Why do we not share this Black excellence? The organizations that have Black excellence, 100 Black Men of America, 100 Black Women of America. Why are these organizations not resonating through our communities? That's why I'm asking. So what is it that we do, and how do we bring this to the attention of our young people? Because if hey, my daughter can at 10 can, and it's my fault. I can't get in. I can repeat a rap song just like crazy, but she can't tell me five people that have done something in the Black community that's been, and that's part of my, it's part of my job to allow and make sure that she's learning and being able to promote those type of things. Okay, good one. That's a real good one by Candy. You know, we really have too many organizations and stuff that show too much chaos. We really do. We love some chaos, boy. In our community, we think that it is. So I mean, we love a show that's got chaos. And you are right, Nikhil. They are more today. than it used to be. There's no ands, if, buts, or maybes about that. But how do we bring this to the forefront? Because every time I turn around, it's something different about. I mean, I see all the TikToks, I see all the things. I can go through Snapchat. You can stay on Facebook, TikTok, and all those things. You'll see motivational people talking about life, relationships, but our culture and what we do needs to be highlighted. We need to have people like that are working in municipal buildings that are yeah, I guess you could say in the city. Although we can start in the city, you know, highlight the the people that are doing things around our city. We got people that own black insurance agencies. We got people that are being able to be highlighted and things. That's one of the things that I'm going to start doing because we have to do a better job of letting our community know that we're out here doing our thing. You know what I mean? It's more than being in biker clubs. It's more than being on here puffing on cigars and doing all that kind of stuff. Hey, we have people that are really shaking and moving and doing things all over the city, like mentorship programs. We have people that are out here, you know, scholarship programs. Highlight those things so that our kids know that when you're going over the city and you're doing those things, they know where to get scholarships from. There's so much scholarship money out here that we don't take advantage of because we don't put our kids or our institution or our culture in the running for these things. And we got to find out how to do that. We got to break this door down. We got to get involved. We got to socially and economically put our kids on a different playing field. We got to be responsible with that. We got to take the lead on this and do it. I tell you, I am really on fire with this part that um, of bringing this stuff to the forefront, of putting this thing out into the light so people can see it. So I want to do that. I want to find a way to be able to do it. As you list, if you're listening and as you listen later on, just drop in the comments. If you have an organization that can help us go to the next level or help our kids go to another level, drop that in here so we can highlight those things. I'm going to put them across all the platforms that I have. I'm asking you to do that, asking you to share this video if you're listening to be able to go across your page in order for people to be able to see this. Uh, just giving our kids an opportunity to do big things. I've seen people going, all the kids getting dropped off at college this week, moving in dorms tomorrow, different other things like that. And with as many of us and the way our socioeconomic power works, we shouldn't have our kids out here wondering how they're going to pay for school or get the scholarships that are out there. We should know where that database is and be able to plot and be able to fall off into that and do that. So what about things tomorrow is what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight a list tomorrow. I'm going to do it about 10 o'clock tomorrow and put out a list of scholarships that people can apply to. It's hundreds, man, that they can apply to and try to get to try to help them go to school. And I'm not talking about the $500,000 church scholarship. They're important, but we need to know how to get this real money that other people are getting in order for their kids to go to school and be highlighted in excellence. Because we have so many kids out here that are out here doing great things, pushing themselves to go to another level, and just getting it in, man. I mean, that's just where I'm coming from with this. I wanted to come on here and smoke my little cigar because I wanted to do that. I had some time, and it was just good. It's just good. It's just good. Good stuff. So I appreciate you guys listening to me. It's not a complete thing. So I'm gonna go to another thing here. Um, Today I was in my feelings today, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Today, my baby girl went to school. It was her first day in school, fifth grade. Uh, It was the fifth grade. What's up, Maisha? Maisha is the vice president. I mean, the president. No, I keep saying vice president. She is the president of the Oklahoma um, Astro Cigar Club, and she is the president of the Midwest Region Cigar Club. And uh, look, this young lady is putting on an event. Every time I see her, every time she comes on a live, I'm going to promote it for her. It is Sunset and Cigars. It's happening on the 2nd of September. That's a Saturday. She has cabanas. It's BYOB, bring your own bottle. So she's going to set it up. I am definitely going to get a cabana. I'm definitely going to be out there that night to support her because this is a big thing. And this is the thing that I was talking about. Cigars is a lifestyle, man. You know what I mean? It really is. It's something that when you're smoking and you and you're trying to build and do something, you gotta support people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta support them. You gotta give them that love in order to be able to to support their events. This is gonna be great, man. It's gonna be a great networking event. She's bringing a DJ out of Texas into Oklahoma City. I'm asking you guys to come out here and support this young lady. She has a heart of gold. She is as humble people that I know. Humble pie all over the place with this young lady, and she doesn't have a malicious bone in her body, and she really support those who supports her. She is she's a gem, man. I just tell you that she really is. I mean, I don't say that as lightly because I don't kiss people's behind because it's not in my genre to do that. She's just an all around great person, and that's why I'm promoting her event. It's a white party with a splash of color, y'all. You got to come out here and then just support her, man, because that's what we got to do in this city. If you cannot come together to support events like this, that Sunset and Cigars put on by a African American female who is a cigar enthusiast. I mean, she is an enthusiast. It's not like she out here playing about it. She is about it when it comes to these cigars. And it's going to be an excellent event for us to get dressed up, put our hats and fedoras and put our color inside this thing and come out and sit down and have a good time and just really have a good time and enjoy each other's companies, man. And what I'm saying to you is it just shouldn't be just it should be a diversified crowd out there at this event. You know, I'm going to promote my live with to give it some airflow and airway so that it'll spread out a little bit. But if you can spread this video and tell everybody across the city if you're listening or happen to like it or happen to view it, listen, this Sunset and Cigars is going to be nice, man. I'm excited about it. I am truly, 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 truly excited about it to be able to get out there on that Saturday. God don't take me home. I'm gonna be out there, y'all. I'm gonna get a cabana too, y'all. Y'all complain about everything else and don't want to spend your money to support, do whatever. I'm gonna spend my money. I'm a supporter. Do what I need to do. Give me one of those cabanas, and I'm gonna set my crew out there, and we're gonna be under the cabana drinking, smoking, having a good time, just laughing, joking like we do. Me being my silly self, you know what I'm saying? Just having a good time, man, and promoting just a good environment, man. We're everywhere, man. I mean, I see y'all out. Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. I'm telling you, we're going to have a great time. It's going to be a fun environment. And I understand you may not like cigar smoke, but you're going to be outside. So the smoke is not going to be in your clothes. It's not going to be in your hair. Women, if you're thinking about your hair, going to get messed up and all that stuff like that. Don't worry about that. Come on out and trust me. Have a good time. Put your best on, man. Come out looking good, smelling good, like we do, and promote this event and have a good time. Let the DJ music get in your soul, dance, have a good time. Listen, we gotta do more of this, man. We really do. We gotta do more of this around the city. We gotta have great events. One of the things we're getting ready to start promoting now is Langston's Homecoming with their gala event. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't got your tickets for that, you need to get them because that gala sells out quick. Yes, it is BYOB. Bring your own bottle to the shop, man, and then that means you're drinking what you want to drink. You're smoking what you want to smoke. I think she's gonna have a cigar vendor out there, and then hey, it's sunset and cigars, man. White party with a splash of color. That is what we're going to do, and that's how we're gonna get down. So, I am 100% proof positive that this is going across. So this is going through my veterans page, uh, uh, my YouTube page, and it's going across my actual Facebook page. So it's going through all of these outlets. Anybody that's listening, I'm saying to you or watching this video, please come out. Sunset and Cigars. Uh, she's gonna have a cigar vendor. I don't know if which cigar vendor are you gonna have out there, Maisha? I'm gonna highlight that when she puts it up on the screen here in the comments. She's gonna have cigar vendors out there at the site, so you'll be able to do some type of cigar thing and get your cigar on, get your smoke on. I don't know. Are we 420 friendly that day too, Maisha? I don't know. Let me see. Fat Lion, which is another female. This is really getting good, man. Because guess what? There's two sisters out here who are promoting themselves, trying to get some stuff. It's front porch smoking, something that Maisha started doing her own thing, and I'm gonna support her, man, because it's one of the biggest things. Some people talk about it, some people be about it, and yes, guess what? We are 420 friendly out there. So it's not only just cigars, man. Guess what? It's gonna be the puff pass going on out there too. Make sure you got your medical card. Don't want nobody to have to get locked up because you ain't got your card. You ain't got your card. You at your own risk out there at this event. You know what I mean? So don't be out there without that medical card and think you can just do whatever you want to do. Make sure you got your medical card so you covered. So hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So it's imperative that you support. So it's two sisters. You got a female cigar vendor that's going to be there. You got a female that's putting on sunset and cigar, white party with a splash of color. And I'm telling you, this Cabanas, BYOB, one of the deafest DJs out of Dallas, Texas, coming in to DJ this event. So the music's going to be nice. We out there going to be boom, boom, boom. It's going to be going down. Hey, I'm looking forward to see everybody doing the wobble out there. You know what I'm saying? Wobble, wobble, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm looking forward to it because you know what I'm saying. You know how black people do. Cupid slide, electric slide, all the slides is gonna be happening that night, y'all. Y'all come out and let's do it. You know, come out cute and just have a good time, man. Enjoy each other's company because this type of event is going to be the type of event that's grown and sexy. This is a grown and sexy environment that we want y'all in. So I don't harped on that long enough. Let me go back to what I was talking about. So I was in my feelings today because little mama went to the fifth grade. As I drove up to the school, raising a daughter as a man is something totally different. Her cycle came and you know, it was just another sign that my baby was growing up. And I know it's normal for most people to be able to do that, but as a man going through that, it affected me in a way that was a little bit different. You know what I mean? Because when she called me and said, "Daddy, Daddy," and she showed me what was going on, My heart just sunk. Even though I was ready, I ain't gonna sit here and tell I was ready. I had all the equipment, the pads, all that stuff. I had to go get Midol. I had to go get all the stuff that you need to be able to do that with. But even though I knew it was around that time frame that she was gonna have, it was happening, that she was going on, that event happened, and I had to take her through that for the first time. So this is her second cycle that came on just the other day before we was in school, and I was feeling some kind of way because I felt like I kind of let her down a little bit because we was at basketball practice, coach basketball, now AAU Oklahoma Express. Shout out to you guys, to the young men and women that play on that team that we coach. Um, she it came while we was in the gym, so I'm like panicking because I, as a father, women, y'all do this thing, y'all carry the pads, y'all got the stuff in the car, you got the backup to the backup to the backup because y'all are doing this. I didn't think out that far, so I kind of had to go through. Luckily, one of the coaches, there was a female coach, had them in the car. She got one, gave it to her, and it was just like, man. But I was in my feelings because I felt like I let her down. You're quite welcome, Aisha. You, I kind of feel like I let her down a little bit because I didn't have her kit together. You know what I mean? So now I got them all over the car. I got them in the trunk. I got them in the what you call it. You know what I'm saying? I got the pads everywhere. You know what I mean? Because I felt like I kind of let her down a little bit. And as I drove her up to school this morning, it is weird to have to talk to your daughter about flow. The flow. How's your flow, baby? How's it just going on? Is it heavy? Is it light? Is it doing whatever? So you kind of try to know what to do or how to do it. She has to keep herself extremely clean during the time frame that she's going through her cycle. Let me tell you something. This has been an experience and a half as I learned to be able to take care of her and put her in a position to where she's not uh, handling her business. So as I drove her up to the school, I realized that my daughter was going to the fifth grade, 10 years old, hair done. We went school shopping. We got everything that we need. But man, when I drove her up to that door this morning, the emotion just dropped all over me. I posted a picture of her thing. It just dropped all over me because it was like this is 3 years straight of taking care of her, third, fourth, and fifth grade. She's been with me for the majority of the school year, and I've been her primary personal caretaker during this time period. And it's been, it's been, it's been one of those things where it's just, it's just one of those things where it's kind of like I'm overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed with emotion, man. My little baby girl is growing up. This is her last year in elementary, and she goes to middle school next. Not in a million years would I have thought of being at this age that I would be raising a little girl and having to do all of this stuff on my own without. But the village has helped. Everybody's giving me great advice on how to take care of everything. Even when I start thinking about trying to do some stuff that's not inclusive, they'll be like, calm down. Don't do that. I don't think that's important. You know, don't do that because you'll give her a yeast infection. I'm getting all kind of advice, and it's kind of like, man, this stuff is it's just, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. You guys, it sounds simple, but man, I'm thankful to God that for the people that I have in my life that's around me, helping me manage all of this stuff. I'm thankful for that. I really am. And you know, this is what we do. Because when you got to, you got to. And that's what this thing is about. It's about you getting out of here and doing something. And I've just been in my feelings, man, today because I'm so proud of her. When I say she's one of the most resilient children that I know, she's just been through a lot over these past couple of years. And just to see her thrive and going to the next level, God blessed her with about five or six of her friends in a classroom this year. So she is extremely happy wants to ride the bus now. So that's how I know she's growing up. And I know my kids really wants to ride the bus because it's 100 something degrees outside. She getting on a hot ass bus and wanting to ride to school and do whatever. It's just amazing, man, to be able to go through this and be able to put these things into perspective. So I'm thankful for the love and the stuff that people share with me and how you guys help me take care of my family, my daughter, my tribe that's here in Oklahoma. You guys are irreplaceable, man. You are irreplaceable in my life, and you continue to make my life better because you are those type of people that function. Even those that are not in Oklahoma, my friends, my associates, my confidants. I'm thankful for you guys. I want you to know that it is so much love, that it is so much reverence, it is so much heartfelt joy for me to be able to be in your lives and thankful for the things that you do. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'm done with this for tonight. I think might come back on later on as I got more time. It's 8:12. I need to go in the house and make sure my little mama's okay. And I just wanted to come on here, man, and just drop some knowledge and science about some of the stuff, some more inventors, some how we need to promote each other, how we need to go out here and just make things happen and do those type of things. I am extremely happy, and I am extremely honored to be a part of you guys' lives. Thank you guys so much, and we will sign off with